Coast to Coast podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2.
And welcome to the first official episode of the Coast to Coast podcast. My name is Lozano. I'm your host, and today I am welcomed by four of my online friends who are joining me today, and they'll go ahead and introduce themselves.
I'm Ray. I got the Boy Scout look because I'm going to teach these boys some podcast etiquette.
Skid, I'm here for a good time. Not a long time, but a good time.
I'm Carlos. I'm the local Mexican of the Discord. Peep the flag.
Right on. Ladies and gentlemen, our last member.
Oh, y'all calling on me, right? Okay. I am the champ, aka Shoob Fearless, aka Shoob, aka EOU Fearless, aka Justin.
All right, relax.
There you have it.
I like AKAs.
These are all the boys.
AKA
right
lighter check.
Oh my! I don't have it on hand. I don't have it on hand.
They would call lagging on the lighter check.
Someone's got to get their son.
Lighter check.
All right. A goon.
So, the first episode of the Coast to Coast podcast, like I said. Right now, how this is going to be structured for now, I came up with topics for us to talk about. We'll get into those shortly. And that's kind of how maybe the first few episodes are going to go. They're going to kind of be a little script based, but eventually I would like to just kind of maybe pick one topic or two and just kind of have a natural flow. I know those are kind of the two different podcasts. We have the one that are scripted, at least scripted as in like they have a set theme. Topics are already picked out and we'll touch base on everything. Or the podcasts that don't even have anything planned, and these guys, they just talk, and they have a good sense of chemistry with one another, and anything could come up, good conversation, all that jazz, and yeah. So without further ado, we will go on ahead and start the show. Skid,
Right.
Did you ever have a favorite fast food place growing up?
Burger King. Burger King is good. I don't even know, to be honest. McDonald's probably.
Yeah.
It's the go-to. Some large fries.
I
A quarter pound.
Come on. Don't sleep on the Happy Meals. Come on now. We all waited to see what kind of toy we got. Whatever new promotion.
I
No.
used to try to swap my toys out.
Oh, man.
What is that even? How do you swap your toys out?
I would look into the thing. If it wasn't the one I wanted, I would ask him for the different one.
Nah, yeah, that's what I would do. I remember they had a Dragon Ball Z promotion. They stuck me with a Piccolo. I said, put it back. I want Goku, man.
Right.
How dare you?
Yeah, I just asked my parents to go ahead and switch if it wasn't the toy that I had. I know.
Third world problems, am I right?
Right? I did that with I think it was Sonic. The Sonic games. It was like different colored handheld devices. I can't remember the specific games, but I know that's what used to be the toys for the Happy Meals.
I'm gonna catch you off guard this stream, Lozano.
Huh?
I'm gonna catch you lacking in this stream.
Why?
This podcast, because you're not gonna expect what I'm gonna do, and you know what I'm gonna do, but you're not gonna think about it because you're not gonna expect it.
Listen, you just
and when I
ruined it for
drop
yourself.
it, you're not gonna.
No, you just ruined.
I'm just saying.
I'm on guard now.
Nah.
Good. I want that was the point of that. The point was to put you on guard, so we don't look dumb later.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ray, I don't know about you. I don't know about the other two, but you already know, man.
Ray don't know the game.
Nah, I
Ain't doing no
know.
shit.
Fearless,
Ray don't
I
know
know
the
exactly
game.
what Fearless about to do, man.
I
It was
have a feeling.
predictable.
Hey, no, listen. That's the point. The point is that I hope we're all on the same page when the unpredictable event becomes predictable, since it is unpredictable.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, I know you're going to get out of that chair and do a backflip.
Why you sell us out? Why you sell us out? You just sold us out. You just gave the idea going. Come on. All right, that's cool too.
Lost the memory.
Not for nothing, I really thought that was Lozano that left.
Oh,
I was
hey.
like,
Dude,
no.
same.
Nice stab,
yo, it changed the area. He was in bottom, now he's in top, and I thought he was still
Whoa,
ready.
this dude's taking up my
In the
whole
middle.
screen.
I
It's taking up my whole
know.
screen too.
Nah, everyone's on my screen.
This is it's a big square in the middle.
Same. Ray, put your count.
It went glitchy on me, boys.
What happened, man?
Well, I don't know. I clicked something on my new iPhone Max. Decided to put
iPhone
that,
Max.
and then my whole
We're
like
plugged.
stuff kind of froze,
Yeah.
and then I was kind of lost, and now here I am. I'm back.
Okay.
Sponsored
I
by
feel
iPhone
it.
X
All right.
XS Max.
All right, heading into this now, since you know, new viewers probably don't know any of us, maybe, hopefully, you know, and so we'll just go ahead and just introduce ourselves, man, or not introduce ourselves, but mention where we're from, and if you know, if you happen to be living somewhere else, like myself, I move around a lot, but as of now, I live in New Jersey, but I grew up in Maryland for a majority of my life, and you know, I lived in a quiet neighborhood, nothing too crazy. I was really just that quiet kid in elementary school and middle school, high school. Maybe I got a little bit louder, but our high school was pretty ratchet, and they were pretty ratchet. But I had a pretty good high school experience. We'll get back into that. We'll just, you know, go ahead. All y'all can mention where you're from.
I mean, I'm from New York. I'm from near Binghamton. I grew up in a nice calm town. I'd say the biggest problem in my neighborhood, my block, was me and my friends, because we'd always try to find a way to do something stupid or dumb. And I had neighbors on the sides of me. They were really old, so I don't know, we'd always kind of like, whenever we wanted to mess around, like do ding dong ditching, the normal 12-year-old stuff, you know, just right there. Basically, didn't move a lot. I moved in like second grade, but it was probably like just 2 miles away to move out of the school district. But I've been kind of quiet. I kind of grew into an obnoxious kind of guy. And I'm just kind of the type of dude that I'll say something that majority of people probably won't like. I feel like my humor and majority of the stuff I circle myself around as a basis is definitely more darker. And it's definitely pick and choose whether or not you're going to mess with it or not. It's just me. It's either you're gonna like me or you're not gonna like me. I've never found it in between, ever.
I can attest to that.
All right. I'm from Minnesota, about 30 minutes out of Minneapolis. Lived there probably my whole life. Shit. Grew up kind of quiet.
Right.
But you know, grew into it. Pretty chill guy. Still in high school, but you know.
You pulling the ladies, kid?
Right on, Skid.
It's just.
Oh, he don't kiss and tell. Any future female viewers, just know he won't kiss and tell.
We're not.
He'll let you know.
Nah. All right. So
All right,
yeah,
bet.
I mean, yeah, go Carlos.
Jesus, I didn't know if you finished, but whatever. I grew up in a super small town. It's called McAllen, Texas. Deep South Texas. We're talking about 5 minutes from the border. That's how close. That's how close we are from Mexico, right here.
That explains a lot, CD.
That does explain a lot. I
I
speak a
know.
lot of Spanish. Grew up with entirely Mexican family. So, I mean, we moved around once. I mean, we moved to a bigger house in the area of like Sherryland, which is apparently the rich area, but I wouldn't say so. So there's look, I'm just gonna be honest. There's narcos that live around me. I'm not even bullshitting.
Snap, dude.
Trapping out the narcos.
I'm
God snitching right now.
Oh,
but yeah, and around I mean, even though with that, it's like a very quiet neighborhood. I mean, the only people that would go crazy in that neighborhood were me and my friends when we were growing up. And now that we're all grown up, it's very quiet. I mean, you'll hear the occasional gunshots in like New Year's. New Year's.
Oh,
New Year's.
okay.
Which, you don't know about that?
Yeah, they
I
said
want to
it.
know why he
No.
said that so passively.
Yeah,
like the occasional
Because
gun.
it's normal.
Because it's Texas, bro.
Right.
There's a reason. Everything's bigger in Texas. Bigger guns, bigger.
It's
you know.
normal. For
keep
New
it on.
Year's, when it's
Bigger
New
what?
Year's,
Trucks,
you
trucks,
shoot up
trucks.
in the air. Ta ta ta. I don't do that.
No,
But
you
I
said
mean,
you said occasion like it was once. or
Yo,
twice
wait,
a week.
CD,
No.
when you like had the parties, did you ever have like the cliche?
not that, but we had the mariachis on
Oh,
deck.
bet.
No matter
Alright.
what.
Are you nice? Can you play like a? Could you be in a mariachi band if you wanted to?
No, I don't know if a mariachi band has a saxophone, but yeah.
Oh, you the sax man, huh?
I could play the sexy sax man. You know the Careless Whisper, dog.
Yeah.
I could definitely do that. Ain't
on,
bullshit.
man.
We all know, man.
Right on. Yeah.
All right.
Shoot, me.
Ooh.
Born and raised in New York. I've moved about 9 times around New York, but no further than probably a 30-mile radius, or not a 30-mile, like a 50-mile radius. So I went to only 2 school districts, which is actually surprising. I'm a quiet guy. I've always been quiet. I stay in, study a lot, work hard on my school, my schoolwork.
So we're here just lying on this podcast right now.
Just lying.
All right,
Listen, man, you don't gotta worry about it, man.
I'm a very energetic person.
You're the most loudmouth
like-
person in here.
Probably the most loud.
Right.
I am the most loudmouth. I go out a lot. I like to have fun, hang out with my friends. I feel like I'm writing, for my college app, I had to do things like this. I said I like to go out, enjoy myself, go to practice, the book club after school.
Pray to Jesus every night.
Pray to Jesus. The Bible studies. I'm at a Bible study at least once or twice a weekend. I make sure of that. In my Bible study, we just use that as party around here. Yeah, I like games. I like hanging out with my friends. Thought it'd be fun doing this podcast.
Yeah, for sure. I'll tell you what, you're gonna do a lot of that once you get to your university. Just every class you go into, every new semester, they're
where
gonna
am I
have you
going?
fill out these note cards. They might have you stand up,
Yup.
introduce your
1000%.
your name, your
1000%.
major, and 2 hobbies.
Fearless, ready? I already got you.
They're
What
called
is one
icebreakers.
Icebreakers, yes.
What is one interesting thing about you, Fearless? I got you. I stream twitch.tv/ShootBeFearless.
Hey,
Sub to me. Pull them up.
Everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Josh Stewart. I'm here to major in business. One cool fact on me is twitch.tv/shoot_fearless. You can get 1 Twitch Prime sub every month as long as you have Amazon Prime link to it. Just in case I know.
The teacher just looks at you. That's supposed
Just
to be
like
my sub.
Teacher's just
Son
like,
of a bitch.
I have Amazon Prime.
That's crazy.
Okay.
So, all right, now since we got that out the way, myself, Ray, and CD, we graduated, and then we have Skid and Fearless still in high school, but Fearless is a senior. Skid, you were a junior.
I'm a junior yet.
Is that correct? Okay. So now we'll go ahead and share. What I have written was your best high school experience or memory, something. Just something that sticks out to you.
We're not. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I mean, personally, it was everything. I feel like everybody's best memories generally senior year. And senior year is just the coolest. Best memories. I can't think of one in particular, but just the whole year, basically, just being able to grind those first 3 years, and then just hop into senior year and just kind of barely show up for some of your classes, and just chill with your friends, and just know that you're the big man on campus, for the time being, and you just got that extra pep in your step. But nobody can step to you, or else they get put in the garbage can. No, but I think in particular when we just had a senior skip day, and we just kind of got the whole class together, just chilling, and we had a nice party. We had a lot of soda, and nice big bonfire. It was a lot of fun.
No, right on. Yeah, my senior year, it was really just the chillest thing. Because I legit only had maybe 2 or 3 classes, and they were on block. We had a block scheduling, so I think at least 2 classes were on A days, and then my B day, I would just have 1 class, so I could get to go home. But I didn't, because I stayed after with my classes because your boy was in dance class. I did dance class in high school.
You can get jiggy with it, Zano?
I did.
I'm on moves though, but you been see my moves. I don't even need no dance class.
And there's DVDs out there. There are DVDs out
Just
there.
DVDs.
Like in high school.
Hit me up with the details, man. I want to see these DVDs.
I want these DVDs.
Maybe in the future we'll release those.
Wait,
but
Zano, when did you graduate? What
I
year?
graduated 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Carlos, when did you graduate?
16.
Yeah, I was 17. So.
Dang, what the?
I graduated.
Dude, I'm not. Dude, it literally feels just like yesterday, though, man. I drive past my
it
high school
should,
every day,
yeah.
just thinking like I used to recognize like all these people, and now it's just kind of like new faces, and I'm just like, dang, these dang kids nowadays playing their
Yes,
Fortnite and their
Johnny,
jewels.
for real. Yeah,
What
go ahead.
Carlos? What Carlos?
that's you.
Go ahead,
Skid, do you have a
Johnny.
jewel?
Okay.
Are you did you sell your soul to the
So,
devil?
yeah.
Say it.
Forget about that. Okay. My high school experience. I mean, I'm not a senior yet, so it's not gotten that crazy.
Yeah.
But,
Wait,
you
hold
know,
up, Skid. Don't dodge the question. You got a jewel or what?
Oh my god.
Don't
Yes,
dodge
kid.
it.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Never.
No.
Nah.
Put that on something.
On your mama? On your
Yeah,
Minecraft house?
yeah. Let's move past it. Let's move past it.
He's like, I might have one. I just.
All right.
Let's
Listen.
move
Well,
past.
just throw everything with an allegedly, and you're set. Like allegedly, I may or may not have one. You know?
Yeah,
I'm with
may
that
or may
legit
have.
every time.
I
All
might
right,
have
there
a
it is. All right.
allegedly.
I'll let you move along.
Okay.
So, I got my
All right. So yeah, man. In general, high school, it's dope.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, inside of high school, are we talking like, there's parties outside of it? Like, are we talking about stuff like revolving around like just like your normal high school years?
Like, I mean,
Or are we
it's
talking about
yeah.
like, okay,
Like your best
Yeah,
experiences,
it's
your best
dope.
goofs and gaffs.
I mean, I can't think of like specific experience. There's so many, but
Yeah.
the football games, obviously. The basketball games.
Nice. Yeah.
I
So,
mean, the parties and
are you enjoying high
mean-
school right now?
Are we talking about classes?
I mean, junior year is usually the hardest year.
Yeah,
Junior is hard. It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
I
It's
just want to
definitely
tell you,
tough.
you're so blessed that you get to experience another year of high school football. Like, I
That's
just
the
want to,
thing,
because I
man.
was just thinking back when you brought that up. I'm like, I can never watch another. Like, I can't watch my boys play on the
That's
field
tough.
ever again. Like, it's
Yeah.
just so weird.
No.
I mean, you can
That
still
is
go
tough.
back, Fearless. Like you don't gotta.
No,
Go back.
no.
to
But what I'm
section
saying
to
is
college.
you'll. I know. Our college. I'm pretty sure it's in D1. It's like in lower division.
What is it?
It's University at Buffalo.
Yeah, Fearless.
Buffalo?
Yeah, Buffalo. Yeah.
Okay.
They're ranked 1 in the MAA, like Mid Atlantic something.
They're good at basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost track. Oh, but like being able, like in college, I feel like you're not like you don't know the players as well as you did like growing up in high school because you know these kids for like 12 years, and it's just like the senior boys that like we'd always talk about the games because I'm a huge sports fan. I never got into football. I play hockey, but like from just what Madden and like other like my dad raising me about football, I've always known about it. So like being able to run down to the field after boys have a game and like when we went undefeated and we won at homecoming, we had like 2,000 people at our high school game. So it was huge. It was like we stormed the field and everything. And it's like you don't get to like go out after that and like just chill at a party like with the boys that like, you were just like celebrating with. That's what I brought it up.
I can like I've
Yeah.
seen your
Yeah, I feel
stories, and your games are lit. If you were to take a look at my high school attendance, it would be such a shame to compare it to your school. But
Yeah.
I mean that was because our football program was not. I think we were
Yeah.
bottom of our county, and it just showed.
Oh yeah,
in the fan attendance.
My football team was probably the best in the valley for a couple of years until we split. Because since we were like a super huge 6A school with like over 3,000 students and like over 3,000, 4,000 students, and it was just like, all right, well this isn't fair. So we're just gonna split up the school and have from this line over here be Shareline High School, from that line on be Shareline Pioneer or whatever.
Yes.
But for years we were like the top of the like for football. We'd always were the number 1 team in the valley until we split, and the whole talent got split, and we're trash now. Well, not really trash. We still make playoffs, but
What's funny about
not
that
as
is
good as
that
before.
Sports at my high school.
this year that we did win the section, went undefeated and went to like regions. We were ranked 5th out of 8th, and we ended up getting the first seed going into the playoffs, and then like we won the section and everything. So it was cool. That was our first section football championship ever.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it'd probably be.
I'm trying to find the picture of. They put it on like the news and everything. It was dope. Oh, I found it right here. There's the picture that was on the news. I don't know if you guys can see it. but like when they're still in the crowd, if you see the guy in white, that's me. Like
Yeah.
this was the most
Fearless.
like this moment right here between like you can still make up my face, but when we did, I can't explain. Like I can't even explain how they felt because they won the game. Just like watching your friends like be able to do that and like know that it's such a huge accomplishment for your school and like you witnessed it there. I don't know. I just think that's one of my probably.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut into it being my favorite moment, but it kind of just like leads to this. That's probably my favorite like experiences in high school is just like those with your friends that you can just know that like you'll remember for a long time.
Yeah.
I feel that. I
That's what
remember.
it's all about, man.
Yeah, senior year. I remember just watching. My friend's name's Josh Greenwood. He's now up at Brockport for a football team. It was just so sick watching him because I grew up with him through elementary school, middle school, and just he's always been like literally just a huge dude, man. Like it's crazy. And just watching him get on the field and just bully everybody. He would get like 3-4 touchdowns a game, like 200 yards, and he played DN too and just dominate the line. He was just such a freak athlete, and just being able to like see people like that and being able to call him your friend, it was probably like the closest thing to like knowing like a professional athlete with just the dominance like that. It was sick.
Right. I have no idea how my school is doing because I really don't check. I think after a certain point, you probably just stop, checking in. Because,
I gave up checking my team. The teams I know is just buns now.
Yeah, because I feel like your friend range is just, people in your grade, the grade below you and the grade above you. So, obviously the all my friends below my grade, they done graduated. So, that's where you kind of, that's where I lost my connection to the high school really. But my experience, some of my favorite, it had to just revolve around sports because I did track and I did lacrosse. Those were kind of my two favorites, not favorite, but those are the two sports that I did. And the bus rides to the track meets, the bus rides to the games for lacrosse, I think any student athlete appreciates those moments. And you may take those for granted because you're living in the moment, and then the next thing you know, you graduated and you probably don't play sports ever again when you graduate.
I feel it, Lozano.
Yeah, those were my.
That is true.
I was in basketball.
Yeah,
so I got
the track meets, man. I tell you what, I got butterflies like every single time. They would call your event. Like I forget what they say, but they say like, first
like
call
400-meter dash or whatever.
First call 400-meter dash. Second call, and when they announce second call, you kind of just want to go ahead, walk over to the groups where everyone is running that event. And then when it gets to my heat, you step on the line, you're lined up with all your competitors or what have you, and it's just that butterfly feeling that
it hits you at once, man.
That I miss. Yeah, but as soon as their little gun goes off, it's like everything goes away.
It's go time, yeah.
And you have to run.
I ran cross country in middle school. And let me tell you, I put no effort in. And the one time I ever showed my coach that I had potential was when I was my friend always would like piss me off one way or another in practice. And we had to do like a mile, like the mile run. He wanted to test how fast we were going. Yeah. And the entire time I'd follow him and cut him off. And I just put all my effort into just keep making sure he was behind me. And if he ever passed me, I kept cutting him off. But whenever we'd go into these meets, we would, like, obviously we would start off like cross country. They're pretty long meets, like depending like 2 to like 6 miles basically for like each one. They vary. And I remember my friends and I, we would start strong, and then we'd go from like a decent jog, and then we'd start walking and just talking until we got towards the end. We're just like, all right, guys, let's split up and run to the end. I'll see you there. Yeah. And like, I mean, it was obviously we didn't put enough effort in, but that was still a lot of fun time just goofing around with the boys.
Yeah. For sure.
And just making our coach really mad that we're not putting the full effort in.
Right. Okay. Now, the next thing we can get into is if we have any, because the one thing on this show with all the guests, I think that we'll have in common is that we all play games. I think that's our one common interest that anybody that I bring on to the show is going to have. So, and I guess whenever I bring on someone new, I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly, ask them all these questions real quick so you guys can get to know a new guest. But the last thing is, other interests or hobbies that we have picked up on, or anything you found interest in growing up. For myself, I started playing the guitar like sophomore year, so music, that was pretty that's where I started. I saved up.
Picking up the ladies, Zano.
Listen,
I guarantee he
haven't done
took
it
his
yet.
guitar to high school. I guarantee
No,
it.
I didn't, because I
He
had
was
no
humble.
reason
He
to.
was
I had
humble.
no
He
reason
picking up
to.
the ladies in silence.
But no, I saved up my first 100, and as that was one of my first like purchases. I think you value what you buy yourself, because I bought my guitar. It was $100. I came home from school one day. I'm just getting food from the kitchen or whatever. I walk out into the living room. I see UPS bringing the guitar. Like, best feeling. I was excited. Open it up. Started playing. I kind of somewhat taught myself all the beginner basics. I wouldn't say I'm not anything higher than beginner level, but it was just something nice to do while I wasn't playing video games or something. That's all I got right now. Maybe I'll mention something after you guys.
What was the best song or something you learned to play on that, Zano?
It honestly had to be yes, it's definitely a Taylor Swift song. It's I can't. It was from the Hunger Games soundtrack. I think Safe and Sound is the name. It's a very nice guitar like riff, and I mean, that's the most proud piece of music I learned. But yeah, that's it. Just music, really. That was one of my hobbies.
I learned the piano. You want to know the one song that I know?
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Nah, Runaway.
Okay.
Oh, bro, I know that too.
Yeah, dude. You just gotta know basically
Notes.
two. Yeah, dude. Not many.
It's 4 notes. It's 4 notes.
Oh man.
It's
So what you
When I
guys
learned
on?
it, I felt like a champion.
Is that the one that's like
No.
Nah, Runaway is dun, dun, yeah. And
Oh,
then you just gotta transition it. Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
Yo,
Wait,
Zano, what's your favorite game out now? What you
Game.
playing?
Favorite game?
Us.
A tie between Apex and Fortnite. It's just that's
Yup.
really what.
I think
What it comes
we all
down
have the
to.
collective opinion that Fortnite's the best game out there right now, right? Best game of all
I'm gonna
time.
step off. I'm gonna end this.
Yeah.
That's
I
a tough.
might
That's
sleep.
a tough.
That's a
What
tough
you mean?
one.
Is Fortnite not the best game out there? Next, you're gonna tell me Ninja's not the best gamer.
Wait,
Don't break
I
my
thought-
heart, guys.
I thought you were a
That's right.
Fortnite coach, right?
Huh?
Right. I thought you were a Fortnite coach.
I mean, if you really want to hire me, man, you can hit my line.
How much an hour? How much an hour?
At least I think I charge a bargain, 25 an hour. I could tell you the perfect
25
strats.
What do we learn?
Okay.
If you really want to learn the perfect 90s, I think that's a new term out. 90s, I could teach you. I can give you the right keybinds, the perfect sensitivity that works for me. I assume if it works for me, everybody could pick it up and do it. Easy, simple as that. So yeah, I mean,
It
just
works.
I don't really have anything where you can hit my line at. So you just got to hit the dark web and find my contact details. 35 an hour. Hope it's worth it.
Whoa,
Bumped it up
did
a
we
little
just
bit.
bump up $10?
Yeah, what you
Oh.
mean? Depending on how many people
Tough.
see this, I don't want to go out of my way for no cheap bargain.
Yeah.
And just know every session has to be roughly 5 hours because I take my time in getting details. So if you don't got fat stacks, hit the road, Jack.
That's
Oh
tough.
my.
Skid, favorite game right now?
Right now, I'd have to say CS:GO probably.
Okay.
I mean,
What's your rank?
no one's gonna silver 4.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
I was kidding,
Fuck
man.
off, man. Screw
How-
you. Screw you.
How
Nah,
long have
I
you
like.
been playing?
It's just an iconic game. How long have I been playing?
Yeah.
Ever since I got my PC, like, how long has it been? Like 2 months.
Right on, man.
So yeah, man.
Okay.
Played by for 2 months. It's just like, it's iconic. It's just like a great game.
No, yeah.
Esports. I mean, it's the probably biggest esport in the U.S. I'd say.
Whoa,
I mean,
Skid.
I mean, what do we go?
I mean, League of Legends.
League of
probably up
Legends,
there.
League of
That's
League of
I
Legends.
feel like that's big in Asia though. I don't know about the U.S.
I mean, it's big. It's big worldwide, man. I have
Isn't-
way more
isn't
friends
CS
out here
like
playing
big
League of
in Europe?
Legends.
I'm talking about the biggest esport though. I'm not talking about like the most popular.
Well, I mean, biggest esport, 100%. It's I don't know the statistics, but it's definitely League of Legends, CS:GO. I think League definitely has it beat by a little bit, if anything. Because definitely more worldwide renowned is League of Legends. I think I'm fairly certain.
More. I feel like it's bigger worldwide, but I feel like in North America, like US, I don't know. Maybe I feel like CS:GO.
I mean, I don't know the statistics, man, but I'll take your word for it for sure. CS:GO is definitely up there.
I think NA is definitely the worst in League.
Oh yeah,
I don't think they
perform
good at all in the international. I don't know the international events that they always have.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to like Korean and just the Asian gaming cultures, they're just superior, man.
Yeah.
Who is it? I think the biggest one's like Faker. I was learning some of my class. He's making like NFL kind of contract money.
No, yeah, no
it's
kidding.
Insane.
It's crazy.
I think he's like a mid lane.
They
he just kills it
on ESPN. I know I saw that a couple years ago. They had League of Legends games on ESPN.
I saw CS on ESPN not too long ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's CS.
It's on TV.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's on TNT or TBS.
It's on TNT. Yeah, TNT. I don't know if I saw it on ESPN, but
it's just crazy how the esports culture has grown from just something when I remember video games, like a lot of people didn't even want to say they played them because I feel like they were back in the day, depending on who it was, they'd try to like shame you for it. But I'm glad it's grown into a big culture that is just everybody can just hop on, play, and if they're good, then they can be rewarded by joining these sick teams like TSM, Optic Gaming, FaZe, and just blowing up there and changing their life.
Been a little bit more accepting over these last couple of years just to play.
100%.
Yeah. CD, favorite game?
Simply Rainbow Six.
I feel it.
It's just the game that I've been on.
When did you start playing Rainbow Six?
When was year 2? Was that 2 years ago?
It was a while ago, man. I have no idea.
I started playing it about 2 years ago, but I played it on PS4.
Yes, and you made the transition.
Then I came to PC because my boys out here playing on PC.
right. PC Master. Are you using mouse and keyboard?
Yes, I'm using mouse and keyboard.
I think
it's just been a struggle. God dang.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's evident. Even Ray, you could just ask struggle.
It's definitely a process to get used to mouse and keyboard.
Yes. It's a struggle.
Just from my own experience.
All I have is I understand it.
Yeah, keep flexing, Fearless.
Flex.
I'm just
saying. You want to see what happened?
It was more just to prove to everyone that the mouse and keyboard master race is alive and well. We had to pull out.
No, it's broke.
Don't even.
It's kind of, bro. It's broken. You can't see it, but like it's
when?
You see how it's a little off the edge?
Yeah, why?
Jesus. That comes off.
It just stopped working, man.
It's crazy. Yeah. CD, have you
stuck
to mouse and keyboard?
What?
Have you stuck with mouse and keyboard since you started playing, or have you occasionally switched to the controller from time to time?
On Rainbow, I play mouse and keyboard. On Apex, I struggle with it.
Okay.
It's the only one where I actually play with a controller.
Right.
With Rainbow, I've never plugged in a controller.
There it is.
Never.
Fearless, favorite game? Brother?
Town of Salem.
Favorite game? I can't even think because I haven't probably played a game like consistently enough to like get into the groove that I was in Fortnite, probably like a year ago. But Ark, I have 600 hours on Ark amongst just 3 sessions of Ark, like 3 committed like couple week sessions. Because it's a game like you need to play 6 hours a day for this certain amount of time to like keep pace with everyone, and then like those like everything after that is just a slow process that eventually just pulls me out of the game. My favorite game would probably be Rule of Civilization on the phone.
Mobile's taking over.
Only because I spent a lot of money on it, because it's those games where it's like you have the upgrade from Town Hall 1 to 2, and then such like Clash of Clans. And I was playing that religiously for like a solid 2 weeks. So that's probably the closest one. And then Apex before that. But I'm already burnt out of all games again.
Yes.
Look, this is off topic right now.
No, it's fine.
and it's just super off topic. But since what I'm watching right now, I'm watching a game right now between West Virginia and Texas Tech. And West
Okay.
Virginia is an absolute trash can of a team. And they just beat Texas Tech, which is like a top 5 team in the freaking nation. That's intense. Oh my
Dang.
god.
Yeah, you get those upsets.
Dang.
Upset, man. That's the best part about March Madness,
That
man.
happen for no reason.
They're 13-19. They're beating a 26 and
Yes.
oh, okay, that's why. This guy's 27 points.
We could go ahead and get into games that we believe had a chance, but then they flopped pretty hard. If any of you have any experience with a game, maybe you stopped playing because it just turned out to be a bust, or it wasn't well kept, or what have you.
Okay.
Destiny 1, man. Destiny 1 for me. I remember I had it pre-ordered, and let me tell you, Destiny in terms of sales and player base, I guess, technically didn't flop because a lot of people still play it. I know my friend still plays it, grinds it every day, but it's just how it came out. The story was terrible. The gameplay just got way too repetitive for me. It was just ridiculous. I hopped in with my buddy and we beat the game in about 3 hours, and we thought it was one of the coolest games ever until I remember I watched like an Angry Joe review of it, and I was just thinking to myself playing it back like, dang, I can't believe I just let them finesse me like that. Because I remember I was almost like max level at the time, but then once I finished, it just wasn't that fun, man. And then the DLCs they released were terrible. I came back for when they dropped the Taken King, and even that, like the raid, just wasn't worth it. Always getting like 6 people together was a struggle. Finishing it, it just all became more of a chore than a game. And whenever a game does that, I just kind of get rid of it, stop playing it.
A game that definitely I felt like I wasted my money on, Sea of Thieves. I got it right when it released.
Yes.
It was horrible, man.
Yes,
It had a lot of potential. Like, it looked dope. You watch all the videos on it, you get it, and the game's like half finished. So
No,
it's
I
just
get
one of
what
those
you mean.
games.
That's honestly one of my that makes it on my list.
Definitely. I mean,
Oh,
another game maybe more like just like a franchise. The Call of Duties.
okay.
They've just they started out like the biggest games out there, and now they're pretty much dead.
Yeah, no,
The mistake
possible.
Sea of Thieves made was making their beta the full game.
Yes.
They released it either too late to where they didn't have enough left to do before they released the full game to hype it up. But if you play the beta, well, not now because they've added like I played with Shay not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
They added megalodons, krakens, like Red Seas, alliances. So there's new stuff now. It's just too late for it, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're trying to just push it out or push out any new content out and try and save the game. But we have TDN, a streamer, Twitch streamer. He has kind of hopped back on the game, and he's essentially trying to revive Sea of Thieves, and it's a good effort because he's came up with these 2 game modes within the game, and it seems like he gets a pretty nice following. And when you browse Sea of Thieves, you have all these other streamers that are actually following his. They join in on this game mode he created, and I mean, like, I don't know if it's gonna stick around or if that's gonna be enough to revive Sea of Thieves, but it was nice to see that he just even cared at all to kind of help out Rare and try to bring back the spark to Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I feel like if you find a game like that, if you find a game that if you have an audience like that, you find a game that you enjoy, then go for it 100%. Try your best to revive it so then you can be the reason why you turned it around and maybe get some more sponsors out of it, and to show that I did this and I made a game that I enjoyed, a game that everybody hated, for a majority hated, into a game that we all can enjoy as one. Just with our own little twist on it, one way or another.
Yeah. GD, your couple games if you have.
I mean, this one ain't from me, but
Yeah.
like my brother and probably a couple others. Probably the game No Man's Sky.
Yes.
If y'all heard of that?
That,
Yes.
Like they just released it and they weren't even done with it.
Did
And
that game get refunded? And
it flopped
didn't you
very
get your money
bad.
back for it?
I'm not sure. I think he did
I'm
because
pretty
my
sure
brother
you
returned
did.
it. But yeah, like it was awful. But then they kept up, like they stuck with it. The developers did, and they just kept on releasing updates and updates and updates. But I mean, it's still semi dead.
Yes.
It's not as bad as before. But yeah, but for me, I mean, it died because obviously of circumstances that is out of our control, whatever. But the NCAA series of games, those were always the best. Those are always super fun to play with. But
Yes.
obviously, they died because of circumstances that are
Licensing.
known. Licensing, the player likeness, not paying the players, all that noise. And I mean, I would kill to have another NCAA. That I would
Yes.
kill for one.
Dude, to get
Is
NCAA.
that conspiracy of attempted murder?
Huh?
Pretty sure that's a conspiracy of attempted murder.
What you mean?
What?
Just saying. You just said you would kill to get
Shut up,
another
man.
Oh my
NCAA
God,
game.
relax.
So I now have valuable evidence
Oh
against
my-
you in a
I mean,
court that you have
oh,
conspiracy
dude,
to
to get-
murder.
That's
To
tough.
get into even NCAA 14, I tried to do it. The closest one near me was 80 miles away, and I would have to pay $100 to $180 for it. The value on NCAA 14 just went up significantly. It's insane.
Yeah, because I have
I
NCAA
have it.
14, but I bought it like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. And I bought it for
it
like
when it
15
came
bucks.
out.
I got it for like
I don't
15
know- I don't know
bucks.
when it came out, but
And I grind that
Mhm.
game because I love it, and I like how
Yeah.
they keep putting out rosters. That just keeps updating
The
the
game
so
is
it's
updating?
technically- Yeah,
no people.
Oh,
put
like
out-
players.
People.
Oh yeah,
People
people are putting
put
out
out
Yeah, they're
rosters.
Wow.
no way EA is still updating their
Yeah.
servers like that. Heck,
No, people are updating rosters, and
yeah.
it makes it fun because you get their
It is
name,
kind of fun.
their overalls, and you get to like rebuild trash teams. And I mean, I like
Wasn't
this.
there like an NCAA game that's supposed to like come out? Like there's
It is an NCAA,
Kickstarter?
but it's just like kind of like college, but
Yeah, there is a
Yeah,
Kickstarter, I
just
think,
awesome.
for I'm blanking on the name, but
Prime,
I'm
right?
blanking
Isn't it
on-
called like Prime something?
I
I'm
don't
blanking on the name too.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. I don't think it has the word Prime in it. Gridiron something, I think.
Oh yeah, it's Gridiron Champions. Or
yes,
something like that.
yes.
Gridiron Heights. Gridiron Heights.
That's what I was gonna
Bleacher
say.
Report. Bleacher Report.
That's what I
Gridiron
was gonna
Heights,
say.
baby.
Yeah.
No plug though, unless they want to sponsor.
True.
Yeah, Gridiron Champions.
Being honest, man. Come
This
on
would
now.
be the ad break, sponsor
No free
break.
plugs.
This could be
Yeah,
it
right here, man.
No free
This could
ads.
be your time frame.
Gridiron Champs. You want to hop on? Let them know.
No free ads.
Yeah, but NCAA. That was even a game that flopped because it wasn't good.
It did flop.
Just
It just died
Yeah.
because of circumstance.
yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Very very
yeah.
unfortunate. 'cause
100%.
That was a game I loved too. It was. I guess just a
It all died
college.
because of various reasons. I think it's stupid, but that's another discussion for another day.
Yeah.
What was the NCAA that they had the proud?
The term is amateurism.
Wait.
The crowd we talking about.
Man, I lost whatever I was gonna put on my Michigan Wolverines banner,
Yeah.
and I was gonna bring up whoever that quarterback that was on the cover of the. I'm asking you guys what number.
Denard Robinson.
Denard Robinson. Then didn't he get
Tebow was
drafted as a
on the cover.
didn't he get drafted as a running back to
Yeah, he did.
Jacksonville?
To the
Jags.
Jacksonville.
yeah flop. That was my favorite NCAA though.
Then he's out of there.
I mean, that was the most recent one.
That was 14.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was 13.
No,
No,
that
that
was
was
the
14.
most recent one.
Wow.
With him on the cover.
What was
I
it
feel
with
like I
Mark
feel like I had it
Ingram?
yesterday.
Was it Mark Ingram on the cover? Or was it an Alabama?
It was
It was
Melvin
Mark
Gordon, I
Ingram.
thought.
It was
Oh.
Mark Ingram, 2012.
Yeah. that's what it
2011.
was.
Oh, 2011. Oh, I thought we were talking about
2011.
14.
It was 2011. It was Mark Ingram
Yeah.
after they fucking beat Texas in the national championship.
Who? Yeah. Anyways, the next topic I have for us is esports. I don't know if any of you guys follow esports or just have any thoughts about the direction it could go forward?
I feel like
Because-
we each follow a branch of esports. Like I follow Rainbow Esports.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
I've been getting into CS:GO esports,
Yes.
which is
I-
it's pretty big.
yeah, I used to be big into Call of Duty esports back in the day
Same.
when I like a couple years ago I'd play with my friends. We'd always try to hop on our game battles. We'd always get clapped though. It was always so demoralizing. Every time we'd hop on, we'd watch Optic play, and then we'd be like, all right, bet, let's run some GBs, and then we'd play 5 matches, and we'd maybe win 1 out of 5, and and after a while we're like, all right, this isn't for us. But
We'll just
I
watch.
haven't really gotten into I tried to watch the Overwatch League when it first came out, and it was cool just how they had they had a New York team, was like New York Excelsior, and it just kind of turned into what Overwatch is today, which is kind of a boring, repetitive thing. I just lost interest in that. Fortnite was cool for a while, but then it just turned into a camp fest with 50 people in the final circle. Wasn't feeling that. So
Yeah.
as of lately, I feel like with these new Battle Royale games coming out, esports is going to be kind of stagnant because everybody's going to be tuning into League of Legends and CSGO. That's not going to change. I mean, I feel like fighting games I feel like the circuits that are
Smash.
already set will never change. Like Smash will always be the best for fighting. League will always be the best for MOBAs. What am I thinking of? Like Call of Duty will always be up there in terms of console gaming, competitive.
Yeah.
FPS.
And then everything else that can come in will try its best to keep up, but I'm not sure if anything can ever overtake that. Like Rainbow Six Siege will always have its set of audience. They'll always average 40 to like 60,000 viewers, which is good for them. So I
Mhm.
feel
100,000
there's always
the
gonna be-
invitational.
there's always going to be the giants, and then as the newcomers come up, we'll see where they go. But it'd be shocking if CS:GO or League of Legends ever got overtaken.
Or Dota.
Very true.
Yeah, it is.
The
Was-
closest thing I ever kind of stayed watching was the Overwatch League. And that was for like a nice brief period of time for myself because I was into Overwatch at the time. I was playing the game, playing ranked. I like class based games, and for Rainbow, when I was playing with you guys a little bit, maybe like a month, 2 months ago, I was looking up VODs on YouTube about Rainbow pro play, and because I was interested because Rainbow has the class based system as well, and games like that just attracted me. But yeah, I don't think nothing can really come close to League or CS for the esports section.
I
And
don't think until
but,
something else comes out. But
yeah, and I have a hard time kind of like picturing even Fortnite as something esports because when I think,
I don't even.
yeah, it's just with Overwatch. What I kind of liked was the fact that it's like somewhat like a legit league. Like they have teams from cities, from actual cities from across the world, and they have the record standings, and I think that's interesting to keep apart. It's just like team sports in America with the four major league sports. And then when you compare that to Fortnite, it's not.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's kind of it's not that true head to head clash. I don't know.
Because it's a battle royale. Like,
Yeah.
that's the only reason.
Yeah, with Fortnite,
Yeah.
everybody has their own like what if matchups, and sometimes
Also,
they
it's
happen.
RNG.
Yeah,
Parts.
and when it comes to that, like everybody probably wanted to see back in the day when it was big time, like Ninja versus like who was on like Tfue or anybody on the come up. Like we always got like Nick Merckx versus Aiden at Tilted Towers because they were the only people that would consistently land where there's more people. With battle royales, majority of people are landing outside of the map. You got to wait at least majority of the time, like 10 minutes or something until you get like really good back to back like fights.
Yeah.
Other than that, you'll get if you get a gun and somebody else doesn't, you're gonna get a kill, and then you're just going from there
Yeah.
until you just get your winner. But it's not as satisfying. Like if Ninja were to win and he only has 3 kills, like whoop-de-doo. Why just watch the 30-minute game where you sat in a 1-by-1 and slowly moved in while you kind of picked off the ladder of the people
Yeah.
through like cool little edits. But other than that, it wasn't. With Battle Royales, are just not as satisfying as a cool play in League of Legends or like a 3-piece in CS:GO or a wall bang in R6. Like you just can't beat the hype of those moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, to each their own. Of course, Fortnite has their own following. They have the players who like are pursuing this type of game style, and people who just happen to fit the mold and are successful. Good for them, because Fortnite has helped a lot with gaming. I think with just even like the prize money tournaments that they're having now, and
It's insane.
yeah, it's they just really took gaming to a new level, and then it really just helped out like Ninja's what can I say, like his following just made him really popular
Yeah.
throughout
He's on a decline,
state.
but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm just saying he went from
Yeah.
a man who was
Mhm.
probably getting at least like a couple thousand to the most
100,000.
followed.
Yes.
Like it was literally like a whole stadium was tuning in and prime Fortnite days, and now he's getting great sponsorships by Red Bull,
Yeah.
and it
Came out in a
going to
freaking
Poland.
commercial for Samsung.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was in the Super Bowl commercial with
Yeah.
NFL plays. Like
Yes,
watching people like Tim the Tatman being able to stream these games and just have his I love Tim the Tatman, but his below average reactions to him just sitting there, touchdown, like it's just insane. Like you never would have thought this would happen if you were to ask somebody 5 years ago that 20,000 people would tune in to watch a Thursday night game with this fat guy commenting over it about his input of the NFL. Like it's just crazy how the esports culture is going from just when you think about it, just scrawny nerds to popular icon national figures. It's like
Yes.
amazing to see that.
Freaking Ninja play with Drake.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too, man.
That's
Like,
what
Yeah,
kind of
Juju
started it.
Smith-Schuster. And what's his
That
name?
changed a lot.
Cactus Jack.
yeah.
Yeah, you play with Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, man.
And just
Yeah.
seeing more, like even professional athletes are going out of their way to stream. Kyle Long, Juju, joined
Tariq
phase.
Cohen.
Demetrius
Like
Johnson
rappers,
is
Gordon Hayward.
partner. He's a
Yeah.
UFC featherweight champion.
Oh yeah, Mighty Mouse.
And he's still
Drake.
going out of the way to
And he's,
stream.
and he's playing
He's in
Smash
Bellator.
Bros.
Drake
Yeah,
and
I
Tyson
know.
look at
It's
these,
insane.
Yeah,
which is
man.
huge.
I think he's in Bellator.
Just lost.
I haven't seen him in
Wait.
a while.
I
'cause
got a
I'm
question
not
for
in
y'all.
UFC anymore.
No,
Where do you guys-
I just not seeing his
when-
fights.
When do you think Fortnite falls off? Like when, in terms of that, it's when do you think
1
finally
year.
he'll pass the torch on to another game? Because I feel like Apex, just in itself, just the hype of, I feel like many people are trying to get away from Fortnite. That's why as soon as Apex popped up, something new, everybody's hopped on or willing to say, "Oh, Apex better than Fortnite." 100%. So just
Yeah.
I don't know, input on that.
I'd say
Yeah.
at least a year, because this new tournament, it's going to give it a nice, like, extended,
Boost.
shelf life or what have you, since this is a pretty big, I don't know, is this the biggest money tournament ever? I don't know if
What is
it
it?
holds that
100,000?
title.
How much is it? 100 million?
No, I feel like
I don't even.
I feel like League may have it beat, but
Yes.
if not, like I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes. So, if at most or at least, I say just one more year of Fortnite just being kind of like the top dog, one of the top dogs on Twitch
Yeah.
for now. I know you were talking about Tim the Tap Man, so we'll go ahead and talk about our next discussion. Who are people you guys currently right now watch? Like any favorite YouTubers /
Ooh.
streamers?
For me, I think it's very suitable given my personality.
Mm-hmm.
Always the filthy Franks,
Yes.
the iDubbbz, the people who I always feel like you could tune in and you know you're about to get some messed up content, but it's always funny to me, man. Like iDubbbz,
Yeah.
iDubbbz always can says some very messed up stuff. But I mean, it's all about how you take it. Because with this new PC culture, everybody's gonna watch. Some majority of the people nowadays are gonna watch like an iDubbbz and take it to heart, assuming this scrawny little white guy is gonna be serious about how he's slandering people. But it's just a good get away from the PC culture. These guys who just hop on and don't give a crap about their own bodies, what they say, their personalities on the internet, and always keep it 100 with their viewers and then their content.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh man, it's good.
Yeah. Same with you. Right. iDubbbz, like those like people H3. Who else? Who else are there? Builder
Yeah.
Frank's not really on YouTube anymore, but I'm definitely a fan of those kinds of YouTubers that just they don't care about the algorithms, don't care about being on YouTube's good side. I definitely respect those YouTubers. I'm a fan of other ones though too. Obviously I feel like all of us are big fans of Mav.
Yes.
Um,
Eh.
Eh.
Who?
Oh no.
So
oh no. Yeah, man. I feel like there's a lot of YouTubers that are kind of like going against the grain, as
Yeah.
you would say, these days. And there's a lot of ones that like side up with YouTube, and, ride the algorithm, ride the wave,
Yeah.
which I'll be honest, probably not too big of a fan of. You got like the Jake Pauls, the Logan Pauls.
Yeah.
I mean, even now, like, there are YouTubers. Like majority, I feel like the commentary community has been able to transition into having to give in to YouTube's algorithm, because if not, like, that is their whole job. They have to sometimes give in, censor a couple swear words, censor a couple of their main topic videos, and lay back on the roast, because it's just what YouTube has to do to keep these creators in check, because they're still business. Like ad apocalypses are scary for YouTubers, but when you put in the whole perspective of YouTubers, or YouTube itself, it's probably terrifying, because they can't have these people, like big companies like Pepsi, Coke, all take out everything they have into the site and stop the money flow, because they have constant amount of people coming in and out, but having people who were able to invest in their website and just drop out, that can't be good for the site. So they just kind of got to do what they have to do to keep the business in check.
Right.
I mean, I'm a separator between Twitch and YouTube,
Yeah, go ahead.
but like on Twitch, even though I don't really like Fortnite, I still watch Hamlin's.
Yes.
I like his content.
Yeah.
I like his commentary. Homie's just hilarious to me. And I mean, like, to pretty much just anything that comes, like, just real random, just like about, like, just watch anything about Texas or Rainbow. But like the main Rainbow guy that I watch is maybe some guy named Tuxbird. I don't know if y'all know who that is.
Yeah, I follow Tuxbird. He's he's funny.
Yeah. No, it's mostly what I just watch on YouTube or Twitch, or the homie Z Jimbo, or
Yes,
the
yes.
homie
Shout
Lozano
out Jimmy,
CA.
man.
Yeah,
Shout out
baby.
Lozano CA.
Professional
TV.
Fortnite YouTuber / streamer. Lozano
Yep.
CA. Catch him on the
Lozano
come up,
CA.
man.
Oh man, how too kind. Yeah.
A little bit.
All right, big dog fearless.
I'd like to just start with my YouTube community.
Yeah.
Shout out all my ASM artists.
Oh,
Oh my God.
We got
Some artists.
GB, Ephemeral Rift. We have Gwen Gwiz, who's a little bit of a she's sketchy. She's weird. She does like those bikini hauls where like she shows the booty. She's like a e-girl.
Yeah, we see why you tune in.
I want to sleep.
Yeah, of course. Sleep.
Shout out
yeah.
ASMR darling though. She's she paved the way for us all. Not
Nope.
saying that I am an ASMR. I'm just saying for the ones that I
Yeah,
watch.
drop a new video.
You want the link?
Fearless.
You want the new
I'm
video? I'll drop it on my channel, youtube.com/you_fearless.
Get out of here.
And then for Twitch, similar to what CD said about how he watches Hamlin's, even though he's like Fortnite. That's what I watch. I do that with CDT a lot because he actually, what's funny is he made me like Sea of Thieves again because of the way like he plays it. Like I can't play because the game sucks.
Right.
But like watching him play it and like hearing him talk and just the way like he interacts with his buddies and stuff, it's hilarious to me. And then I got back into watching GTA RP because Summit is actually playing on the RP server that I played on.
Yeah.
And he's
Shout out Abe.
The game, no, Abe is not in that server.
I'm just saying, man. He's
Oh yeah, an RP. Yeah, he's out here role
100%.
playing. But
Getting his
it's
grind
weird
on.
to think how when I joined that RP server, there were maybe like 30 people in the queue every day, and like
Yeah.
which is still a lot because it's a 24-man server, and then 30 more people waiting to get in. Like as one person leaves, or 32 people it was. As one person leaves, you can get in, and it took a while. I remember being in like queues for hours. Waking up on like a Saturday because everyone like most of the RPers are 18 plus and have jobs, like they're working all day. They can't play during the week, so they come on the weekend. And seeing that Summit plays it now and Lyric have both been on the servers that I play on, I've noticed that the queues are above 99 every single day for the past 2 weeks, which basically anyone past 50 is probably not getting in the server for like 8 to 10 hours. So like anyone past that, you're probably waiting a day to get in, which most people won't do because your computer will probably heat up because you're having to run GTA with a bunch of other files in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shut down
I'm
quick.
watching that a lot now. I'm watching my man 41. I don't like Summit so much because he's like he like joined. All he does is just get into comp chase and just kind of he doesn't RP if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't
but
keep the etiquette.
He does. His RP is using a voice, like his voice changer that just makes his voice deeper and like just doing stuff like robbing banks and just getting in trouble. And it's funny because I like watching the cop guys a lot because a lot of the cop guys are into it or have had military or some type of like police force experience that they like set up during their whitelisting, so they get like I guess priority. And being them actually call out like codes and stuff in the game when they're just playing a game. I don't know. I think it's funny. So I watch a lot of that on Twitch.
Okay.
I got Abe to RP as Big Sus on that GTA.
Abe's a cop on that server.
Yep.
Oh, no.
That he's a cop.
He
Knows
got
the
up a
codes,
rank.
man.
And that
Did he?
that old
He got
private
ranked
into
up.
a corporal, man.
Snap. It's funny because he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I can give you ride-alongs. I was like, man, you are a rookie. Like,
Yeah, give me an Abe.
on the phone.
Right. Well, for myself, right now,
CDN.
yeah, CDN, he's just someone I can always just go back to. And I just started I want to say I don't like watch too often, but when I do, it is CDN. It is sometimes Gold Glove here and there, but that's because, Gold Glove was he originally like a primary YouTuber way back then. And I kind of just have that, I guess, loyalty because I did like his content back then. I still like him now. He's cool, but I do prefer CDN. On YouTubers, I don't watch YouTube as much as I used to now. But when I did, it was iMaverick. I watched him. I watched Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. Used to watch them, kind of their podcasts. I was really a fan of their podcasts. And in high school, I every time I would wake up in the morning for school, I would put on a Rooster Teeth video as I'm getting ready or just eating breakfast. That was one of my go-tos, morning routine. Yeah, but for new stuff that I picked up now, I watch, of course, since doing this podcast, I started watching more podcasts and, just trying to, just for like trying to have a good flow of a podcast, seeing what it looks like, seeing how people communicate and all that. Trying to have
What's your favorite podcast, Zano?
Favorite podcast? I watched the Rooster Teeth podcast. That's one of them. I watched Ryan Higa's podcast. I started watching the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's great, man.
Yes, and then I just went ahead and went back and watched Timothy Delgado's podcast. Yeah, he's had a couple. He just kind of just started, but those just 4. And
H3
I watch
has got a
1 and
pretty
2
good
podcasts
podcast.
myself.
Yeah.
okay. Right.
Dude, there's a
listen to one or two podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
The Pat McAfee show.
Yes,
Pat
I
McAfee's
watch it.
great,
I
man.
don't
Barstool's-
watch
Listen
it,
to that.
but I watch his
Ooh.
clips.
You gotta listen to it. You gotta
Yeah.
listen to
I
it.
hope he
Great.
somehow can get on Monday Night
Monday Night
Football,
Football?
man. That would be great.
Yo,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
Hearing him with
Wait,
Booger, he
I
would
don't
make
know.
it totally
Oh,
worth it.
he would. That'd be great.
He would run laps around Booger, man. Just because everybody's sick of hearing Booger, they would just give Pat McAfee
No kidding.
everything.
No kidding.
How could you not like Pat McAfee? Like,
Yeah, best punter, man.
I'm glad
Blind.
people like that, man.
bro,
Yeah.
Pat got me
Colts fans
crying.
love
On
him.
his,
We
his
love him.
freaking,
100%.
Pat got me crying with his podcast.
Really?
The man is
Okay.
He's got me
Dude,
crying.
a new podcast that dropped, the Players Tribune. It's a basketball podcast, but
Yes.
it's called the Knuckleheads.
Mm-hmm.
It's by Quentin Richardson and Darius Miles. Obviously, old NBA players. They retired, but they brought on people like Jimmy Butler, Kyrie, and Jason Tatum, J.R. Smith, and they just like their podcast is so genuine because they don't hold back. They don't keep themselves censored, and they just talk about like just basketball and how they get into the mentality of the game, and it's just a great listen.
Other one I listen to is
Interesting.
Longhorn Blitz. That's all Texas football.
Right on. Right on.
I
Gotta
like
plug it in.
the Joe Rogan experience.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, I think, is one of the best podcasters out
I
there
think
now. Like
he
And the
can't-
best
I feel like he
MMA announcer.
regularized like
Yeah, of course.
podcasting. It was like one of the first to like first big guys to like do podcasting. I don't know for sure, but
I'm not
I
sure.
know he did it a while ago. He started
Yeah.
a while ago.
I'm new to
Yeah, he's
this
been doing it
stuff.
for a while.
Yeah. I was actually just watching. He was live just earlier on today, and I tuned in for a brief bit. Yeah. I liked his guest. His guest was pretty funny, just loud. He was very comfortable on camera and could speak.
In terms of a YouTube podcast, they kind of keep up with like YouTube drama, so it's really just pick your litter on how you feel about it. But True Geordie, he's kind of been on the up and up. He's he's a British podcaster, but he does it great too. He takes the foundation of a Joe Rogan podcast and just kind of puts his own spin on it, and he'll
Yeah.
throw on anybody from popular YouTubers to even like comedians, boxers, and he's intelligent, so he can break down any conversation and make it sound interesting.
Yeah, for sure. We can get into now. We'll start with YouTube. We'll go with YouTube first, and then we'll talk about Twitch in a little bit. But YouTubers, you believe that kind of help grow the platform. Whether it was just like you can think back to a time where you just noticed that YouTube was just like this next big thing out of nowhere, and now people are just starting to come to join on board, wanting to create content, wanting to become a YouTuber. And who do you think like made that possible in the past?
This one's kind of controversial, but I mean, think about it. Freaking Keemstar, like recently. Just think about it.
I think
Recently,
Keemstar, just all the things like
yeah,
you know the Asian guy, Nigga Higa?
Yes.
I don't like it. Yeah,
I feel like he definitely
he was a cornerstone though.
yeah, him
got,
and
like,
Smosh.
Yeah.
Smosh was up there
yeah,
too.
both
That
of
was
them when they like those are like the first times you see people like recording like skits. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
like doing their little like skits
skits
and
are
like
good.
so good, still so good.
There was a guy I used to watch back in 2010, and I felt like personally when I knew YouTube was blowing up was when I would hop on and see these new artists. Like I would hop on and see like Eminem, Not Afraid, like music videos dropping on YouTube, and that's when I just kind of was figuring out that this website's definitely blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
I remember just tuning in for the viral videos that I would just hear from my friends. This guy who's definitely dead now in terms of channel views because he just doesn't upload anymore. His name was Make Me Bad 35,
Okay.
and he just dropped just the funniest skits for like younger kids at the time. Like I watched him when I was in 5th grade, and my friends and I would always be dying at his content, and that's when I was like, man, more people definitely need to get on this YouTube wave, and obviously they did, and it was and it birthed a lot of great YouTubers that exist now.
Yeah.
In
A lot of
terms
the
of
old. Sorry.
in terms of like YouTube gaming, I mean, you obviously have PewDiePie,
Yeah.
who's like started it out. I mean, he didn't start it out, but
Yeah.
he grew to be the biggest YouTuber. Who else is big?
I mean,
KYR Speedy. Anybody remember that guy?
I do.
the
yes.
trick shots, the trick shotters, man. When
Trick
FaZe
shotter.
Clan blew up, as soon as MW2 dropped, and like these, I just watched the whole thing on it. Like trick shots were getting like 5 million views back in the day. Like now they're a lot more, but just seeing like millions of views on a video back in 2011, 2012 was still like just a crazy thing to see, because you feel like maybe you just caught onto a video and just knowing that this is blowing up with you, and you feel like you're growing with these creators. It's just a great thing to see.
Right.
I was gonna say the COD montages were definitely
Yeah.
huge. I used to watch Only Use Me Blade, and he would just only run around
Yes.
ballistic knives. And I made a fake account, like I used like a 1 and Only Use Me Blade, something like that, and it ended up working back when because Xbox was there were a lot of gamer tags available.
Yeah.
And I had probably a 4.5 KD on that account doing only Blade stuff. And because I would just watch his videos over and over, I'd see where the spots where he'd hide on certain maps and where he'd get kids and what game was the best to run up your KD. And then I would run back to hide to preserve my KD. And I remember I played this one gun game, and I used knives only, and I made the game I had a higher score than third place from just kniving. I remember the game lasted 25 minutes on a gun game because I would just be just slice. Demoting people was the best.
Couldn't imagine being in there. Pissed off.
Oh, and that's what I failed to mention. Some kid messaged me.
Since he was young.
He was like, "OMG, are you the real Blades?" Because I think we're 33 and 12 in a game. I remember I was on a Havana or whatever map it was, and every week or two, people were like, "Is that you, Blades?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, bro."
And then Furious hops on the mic, and they hear this 14-year-old little squeaker.
14, dude. I must have been 12. I had
12-year-old squeaker. Yeah, that's me, man.
Wow.
I'm Blades. I'm Blades.
Check out my YouTube
Oh,
channel.
Yeah, check out my YouTube channel and then plug your own.
Right.
Say it's your
My
second
second
channel.
account.
I think Machinima was a pretty big channel. That's someone
Yeah,
who back
before
in
it went
middle
corporate.
school days for me. I would put their videos on, in the morning, when I got ready for school and stuff. That's Halo 3 days when I was watching.
Man,
their
best
stuff.
best days. I don't know, best days.
Yes, very, very. It was just such a cool time. Just especially Halo 3. I loved Halo 3. One of my favorite games. And
Dude.
yeah.
Yo, who remembers Reckless Tortuga? The online gamer.
No.
I never watched that
Don't
guy.
ring a bell
No,
for me.
Wow.
missing out.
I remember the name. I know for a fact I was subscribed to him.
The online gamer, bro. Come on.
Dude, how iconic back in the day when you would hop on and to watch Rage Quit though for Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
Rooster Teeth Rage Quit videos
Yeah.
always killed me, man. 100%.
Michael had to be my favorite at that time.
Yeah, he was always him and Ray were my favorite for sure.
Yeah, Ray was cool.
Guess it just runs in the name.
Here we go. Hang on, boys. Next topic. What's the next topic?
Ooh, Twitch, man. What
I have
Twitch,
seen
Twitch, I
those.
forgot.
Carlos. His
Wait.
skits.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How am I trying to say this? Did any of you watch Twitch before it was Twitch? Were you on that wave?
Nah, I didn't start tuning into Twitch
Justin
until
TV?
about a couple
Yeah,
years
I
ago,
was-
man.
Same. I
I
No,
watched
was
Justin
not
TV
there.
to watch
I cannot. Fortunately,
fights.
I cannot say I was there. Was not there.
Yeah, I wasn't a big Twitch guy myself. I didn't know Twitch existed until
Yeah.
it popped up on a YouTube video when I was in 7th grade, and then that's when I got hooked.
Tim the Tap Man was the first guy I ever watched back in I think 2013.
Yeah.
And
That's crazy.
I would wake up for school in middle school, and he would do 8 a.m. Or 7 a.m. streams where he would just drink coffee in the morning. He'd have taco chat, and then an hour later he'd go into games.
Yeah.
I just remember waking up to him every day, and I would get the little notification. I would just watch his stuff. And then it turns out, like, I didn't even know you could like follow on Twitch. I was like, I could just watch this guy live rather than watch like someone old. So I started watching that.
Right.
I know.
Right.
Yeah, the first person on Twitch I actually started watching, weird, was like people playing poker, like online poker.
Really?
No, it's odd.
The online
But,
poker back in the day was huge,
it was-
man. Like the Zynga poker, like they plugged that in like music videos. They'd have.
Yeah,
I remember the Forever music video. They had LeBron in the back seat typing up on his laptop. He was trying to get big. Yeah, Phils, you know what I'm talking about.
He's typing his password in.
Yeah, and just about to hop into a
Poker
lobby
champs or
and
whatever
run
it's
it.
called.
Watching professional poker, man, is awesome. Just these guys being, because it's mostly just mind games, and it's just watching somebody run somebody psychologically is the funnest thing. I love watching that.
I never got into it because I was always intimidated, whether it was family just playing or I went over to my friend's house and their families were playing around the table and I would just watch.
It took me a while to learn. It definitely takes a lot, and even now, like I'm not good at it at all. I'm trash, but I'll still hop in, just being able to just because I always play with my friends, so I'm always trying my best to just like get in their heads, and I'll just play hands where I have like 2-3 offsuit. And just try to raise until I get out. Yeah, which isn't obviously terrible method, but it's just so much fun to see how many people I can get to fold beforehand. See even if I can win like a useless hand.
Right. So maybe is there someone that we can say like helped Twitch just grow? So
Ninja.
Yeah, I mean Ninja. I think the whole growth of Twitch has come within these past three years or so, 100%.
Yeah,
but it's
the doc,
like just watching these people, Dr. Disrespect, Summit, just watching these streams that would go from 8,000 viewers to where the best average 30K to 60K.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee every time I just. Apex stream for Shroud, isn't that 100K viewers? Like that's amazing.
It's like what's that guy's name? Soda Poppin', Lyric.
Yeah,
those guys. Tim,
like the World of Warcrafters.
Yeah. Back in the day, I would watch Gold Glove DayZ streams. Before I had a computer, I always thought those were the coolest things. Just watching this guy in an open map.
That's the reason I got a computer.
Just run it. Yeah.
I haven't played the game more than 20 hours.
That was the reason why I downloaded viruses to my terrible desktop.
No,
that and them old Minecraft YouTubers that would try to make me download.
YouTubers found out how to make DayZ look so good,
and
it's just not what you see on YouTube.
Freaking Syndicate,
dude. Just the droppers, the dropper maps on Minecraft, man, would be sick. And then I'm stuck on console trying my best to mod these maps in, and it never worked.
Right. Crazy.
You guys remember trying to jailbreak your iPhone on your computer?
Dude, I remember whenever I did, I would be so happy just knowing that my
boy
money
over. He was getting money off kids in like 5th grade. He's like, $5, I'll jailbreak your app. Everyone's like, Mom, give him $5.
I never.
Wow, man's a business.
I never
into the
went
jailbreak.
for jailbreak.
I'll be honest.
What happens, kid?
I said I used to be into the jailbreak.
Jailbreaks were sick. The cool mods you can get on your phone, being able to get apps for free.
When you swipe,
and
it spins.
You get like Spotify for free or whatever. You get like the premiums.
Oh, so cool.
Great.
Right. I guess we can go ahead and maybe we kind of already touched base a little bit through our previous topics, but how the platforms changed, both of them. If there's any big changes you noticed to now. From
the old YouTube logo on iPhone versus now.
Yeah.
Yo.
The app.
Just YouTube layout in general, like
the layout,
5 years ago, or like even like right when it came, like 2010ish.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's crazy.
For Twitch, I can't remember how Twitch used to look if it ever did change. I mean, I know it did, but I just can't. I can't picture it like what the web page used to look like if it was different back then.
I know that. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Do you guys ever use the if a cool thing to check out is the Wayback Machine?
Oh, okay.
And then you're able to check out websites like from YouTube back in the day. Excuse me. and you can pick up from that exact day. Like you can go back 2014 and look at what the YouTube front page is looking like. Everybody's channel would be the same as that date. Like you can go back on PewDiePie and maybe he's only down to, I don't know, 2014. He was maybe 10 mil. I'm maybe hyping it, but it stays the same, old videos and all, and you're able to check it out.
Yeah. All right then. Then we can touch base on how long do we think these platforms can keep going. If you think maybe they can reach 5 years from now, still pop in 10 years.
Couple years.
I feel like there'll
Yeah.
always be something like YouTube that's around.
Yeah, I
Might
feel
not be YouTube, but there will always be something like it.
with every new game that comes out, Twitch will always stay relevant because all these new creators like Fortnite definitely did the most with the whole TSM crew now. Like Hamlin's was like getting 20 viewers, 20K now or around that. Myth, just some kid who said he was a virgin on the internet, and now he's one of the biggest streamers out there now. With every new game, there's always going to be more people trying to hit big and become the best to always expand their brand and become the top man on Twitch. So I feel like Twitch will stay relevant until maybe a new gaming platform that can maybe offer money off the rip can take it over for new people to come onto. But I don't see any world where YouTube or Twitch dies unless all the YouTubers that like to swear and go against the algorithm try to find a new site that they can fit into that sets their parameters and keep them paid and keep their content what it was before the YouTube algorithm went all PG. And that's the only way. I see it basically staying the same for now.
Yeah, I think both will be fine at least 5 years or so, or what have you. It's just the world is just becoming so into technology, and the internet is just blowing up, and people are able to do this for a living and able to create. Well, YouTube allows you, or at least they used to. You could just hop on if you wanted to create content. You just make a channel, upload it, people can watch. Of course, they have their policies now, and you can't really. If you want to get paid, you just can't do whatever now. Twitch, I think Twitch will be okay. Like in 5 years, sure, people are still streaming. Some of the top dogs are still going to be up there. Newcomers may reach higher heights. I believe they will be fine. I don't know if any CD skid, Fearless.
I mean, I think it's gonna last for a while. I mean, like Ray just touched every base on it.
Yeah, he did.
There's always gonna be that new game. There's always gonna be people that are gonna be like, let me see what this game's about, and let me see if I want it, or let me just watch my favorite content creator, then see see how their spin on it. And
only a matter of time before I get pro on a game. Everybody's watching me.
Football Manager.
Yeah, Football Manager 2020, man. That's my run. Come on, now I ran the Football Manager circuit for about a month.
Yeah, didn't you wear suits during your streams?
Nah, I tried, but dude, let me tell you, I threw on a suit jacket, and it got way too hot, and I'm sitting in this room
for the first one. I remember for the opening manager,
and I couldn't, bro. It was cool. It was the games like that. We're able to have people from Sweden, Denmark all hop in. I listen to their music. Terrible,
I remember that.
But it was still cool, man. Twitch just allows you to interact with people you never expect to ever interact with unless you're out here on planes knowing what these people are and their culture. That's another thing that will always keep it over the top, man.
Yeah, I feel like just like traditional media in general and how it's always been, TV. I feel like it's over time it's going to be, transitioning to online stuff like YouTube. So I feel like YouTube's definitely going to be around for a lot longer than, I'd say it'd be longer than 5 years. I'd say that something like YouTube will always be around. Maybe not YouTube itself, but something where you could just.
It's basically a free trial to watch any game you want so you don't have to spend the money if you know that you're not gonna like it. So like,
Yeah.
people need it.
100%.
It's like you need it for that section. So it's like if you go to the
I was gonna say just for anything really, like any product nowadays. You just
I
look
think-
it up.
Even though Apex was free, that's probably why I got Apex.
Mm-hmm.
Just saw it, I was like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
I only got an Apex because I came back to PC and people weren't playing Fortnite on the Ninja Discord.
Yeah.
I was like, so what's everyone doing? They're like, Apex. I was like, what?
Oof.
Because I didn't watch Twitch, YouTube, or nothing. I
Yeah.
was in a drought. I was like, what is Apex? And then I heard EA made it, and I was like, this game can't be any good.
That's what that was me. I was like, this game about to die.
Yeah.
I was stuck in a maze.
I love the best part about Twitch is I always love watching. Now I mean this. I don't try to say this with any disrespect, but the smaller streamers, because you're able to just hop onto people. Like I always look for people 50 viewers because they'll always interact with chat.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's cool. I love like if you want to watch big time like Shroud and just watch him dominate. Yeah, it's great. But I always like, for example, like a Lozano stream, a Fearless stream, a Jimbo stream. Like you can always type in chat and know you're always going to get a response from these guys.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what puts Twitch over TV for me, man. Unless I'm watching a sports event, not a dang shot.
All right, boys. Well, I think we may have just concluded our first episode.
First pot. Hey,
Yeah,
get it, boys. Well done.
Yeah, I think we'll keep it. We'll keep this
Definitely.
one. Go ahead, get some feedback on it. Like I said,
How
for
long did it
now,
go?
That was almost 2 hours,
That was
man.
I
nearly
know.
2
I gotta.
hours.
Yeah,
No.
almost.
Really?
Yeah.
That was
What are you
crazy.
shooting
Tricking past my
shooting for
expectations.
40
Of course. Yeah, I said
40
40
minutes?
minutes, but that's. Yeah, I'm happy. We'll put this out to the public. All that. Well, that's it, man. That's it. This is a wrap. We're going to get out of here. I plan on doing hopefully weekly episodes.
Yo, so you gotta relax.
Playing that.
Yeah, let him do his outro. Goddamn.
I didn't know he was about to drop the outro on us.
This is
And
it, famo.
Apple Music stalls.
Yeah, but shooting for at least one episode a week, like fully edited, uploaded, all that. Yeah, that's it. And we'll see you guys next time.
Wait, Zano, can I hit him with the outro?
Yeah, go ahead.
You've watched the Coast to Coast podcast with Lozano CA. Whoa.
ESPN.
All right, that's it. We done.